This is the Owl of Wisdom. Like and subscribe for 10 years of good luck. If you don't, it won't be pretty. You're given the option to drop what you have and return to the 31st of December 2011 as yourself at that age, but with the extra 8 years of experience. Do you take it? Why or why not? In a fucking heartbeat. My entire life crashed because of one decision I made in 2012. I don't care about the money. I just want the chance to fix myself and be okay. What was that decision, if you don't mind me asking? I should have called a doctor instead of being scared. But I was 22 and shit was scary. Don't let your mental illnesses fester, kids. 11th grade? Fucking absolutely. With the confidence and personal peace I have now, oh my lord. I found my old phones from high school a few months ago while visiting my mother. And it was pretty bittersweet looking through the old texts and photos. I was such an angry kid. I thought everyone hated me. And I missed every signal any girl would put out. Hindsight would have been such a great fucking cushion to hold on to. Breathe. Drink a little water. Rice instead of fries. And look them in the eyes. And I would have completely skirted past the mental health issues. Great question by the way, OP. It's something I think about often. Turned 21 in 2011. You're saying I could redo my 20s with a 29-year-old brain and experiences? Hell yes I would. I wasted a lot of energy, time, money, my youth being too stupid to move forward. That was 6 months before I got seriously injured for the 5th time. I think I'd take it. Yes and no. Yes, because it would give me an opportunity to change my life. No, because I would no longer have my kids. Duh. There's like a million ways anyone could abuse this. Lottery tickets, buying stocks, predicting everyone's next line like Joseph Joestar. The list goes on. No, I can't go back further than 6 years. My son is 6 years old and I can't risk him never being born. Oh hell no. These were my worst years and I'm way past that. Now I'm good and I'm gonna stay this way as much as I can. No, I don't think I would. I'm very happy with my life at the moment. Like, really happy. And if I went back then, I'm afraid I'd mess something up, causing my life to change drastically. And for reference, until this year, I wasn't satisfied with my life until, well, this year. I don't deserve it. Took me too long to realize that 2011 was 8 years ago. Hell no. I'd probably fuck it up more. Yes, no doubt. Bitcoin alone would be worth it. And I'm not losing anything. Yep. Lottery numbers, betting odds, and knowing my own personal mistakes will increase my life's worth by at least 30 times. Yes. Why get rich with investing future knowledge? Dumping someone you don't live with or share finances with is easier than divorce. Be where I am now at least 5-6 years earlier. Use my memories of the past 8 years as fuel to do better without the regret of wasted time. No, it's just too much effort. Hell no. My eyes are set on the future. The last thing I need is being trapped back in a waking nightmare while still having my current knowledge. Yes, I would get all those distinctions as a child prodigy, and I could easily gamble on sports matches, etc. and win every time provided I memorize results before I go. Yeah, absolutely I would do that. I'd tell me dad he's a fucking idiot and not let him put my family in crippling debt so my brother could follow his dreams and go to med school. I'd tell my mom to not let my dad walk all over her cause she deserves better. she is an absolute sin and fuck anyone who says different. And finally I would hug my friend Elliot harder than I have ever hugged anyone before. Today is his birthday. A month from now is the anniversary of his death as well as his brother's birthday. This has been my first New Year's without him and I miss him so much. I don't know what the point of this post was, but if you read the whole thing, please pour one out for L. He was a kind soul and he loved everyone around him. He did not deserve his fate. Much love everyone. Happy New Year. Ooh, an 8-year-old with no new skills but the ability to drive. Definitely. Mom, I want Bitcoin. Yes. So I could live the last of my childhood again and be a lot more controlled with my young anger. Even so, I would still be fully supportive of my mother's decision to divorce her marriage with my father. Granted, I would have to go through the unmedicated depression again. But it would be worth it all just to go through the best years of my life once more. Oh, and I would have to go through school again. But so what? I miss school. No, because I am happy with where I am today. I would take it for stupid reasons like being the first one to Photoshop Keanu Reeves. I could answer yes to this and save myself from getting raped 7 years ago. I could save myself from cheating boyfriends, a job that almost killed me with stress, and the spiral of alcoholism, depression, and other untreated mental illnesses that followed it all. I could save myself a lot, but I still don't know where the past 8 years are taking me. I'm still healing from them, and I'm one of those types that learns the most from suffering, I guess. I wouldn't want to answer yes to this without knowing who the next version of me is. Maybe I'm better for all this. I like to think I already am. So thank you, spirit of New Year's past. I suppose I'll pass on that offer. I'm not sitting through LMFAO having hit songs again. Fuck them and fuck those dancing hamsters 2020 and being fat it is, folks. Yes, absolutely. I'd still do a lot of the things I've already done. I'd just change a few simple things that have been hindrances for 2016 me to now. Bad choices in friendships, stupid choices in life, doing things I knew have instant gratification while ignoring the future to come. Biggest thing is knowing I'll be alive to say to myself, you're gonna see 2020 make it worth it. 1,000 times yes. I wouldn't have stayed so damn long at my dead-end grocery store job. I would not get that DUI. I wouldn't try and date the girl who becomes my supervisor and manipulates the shit out of me. And I wouldn't have spent that year at a private college that ended up tripling my student loan debt. And if I still did all that shit, I would have bought new shells for the shotgun my grandpa left me so that when I pulled the fucking trigger I wouldn't have had a misfire. Thank you for letting me rant. Number. I'd become a billionaire but the person I am today would cease to exist. I would unnaturally become someone I was never meant to be. Number. I'd lose my kids. Even if I could be guaranteed that I would get them back, it would be devastating to lose them for 8 years. A lot of people underestimate this question. They think the worst that'll happen is whatever is going on now you have to wait 8 years to experience again, but no. Think about the butterfly effect. If you do one tiny thing differently those 8 years you could end up not meeting a dear friend, girlfriend, wife, etc. You could end up completely changing the course of your life, not necessarily for the better. Think about all of the good memories over the last 8 years that would evaporate when you eventually make that first different decision. Remember, this isn't a video game. You have to remember exactly what you did over 8 years if you want any sense of normalcy. And trying to do that with a mindset 8 years aged? Forget about it. You could try to avert one bad thing that happened to you and end up in a worse situation down the line. This situation is a lot more stressful and complicated than people realize. I've thought about this question a lot. As much as I'd love the experience, I don't think my mental health would be all too good knowing I wouldn't ever see my kids again. Sure, I could have a lot of money, but would it really be worth it? And besides, imagine all the fucking inside jokes you wouldn't be able to share with anyone. Just fucking laughing to yourself on your bed made of money. Yep, I would take it. I joined the army in 2011 at the age of 19. Now I just graduated as a computer engineer looking for a job. I got one job offer but still looking for better opportunities. If I go back in time, I would finish college earlier, easier, and would have all the skills I have now. Fuck yeah, I would drop everything I have and go back in time. Maybe, I'd be just leaving middle school and entering high school the year after. And I'd open a Roth IRA and start contributing money from my paid internship that I get in 2015 and 2016. I definitely would be ahead of where I am now. Absolutely, I can avoid my ex. I never would have been pressured into leaving an okay paying job to pursue some bullshit career when there was no real opportunities in that field and not wind up having to rely on her for everything for 3 years as I struggled to find a new job. Yes, I'd take it in a heartbeat and I'd work my ass off. I have a lot of things I regret and mistakes I made, so yes, of course. Well, I was 8, so yes. Being an 8-year-old with a 16-year-old's education makes me big brain. Besides, I could invent Discord before it existed, as a 7-year-old. As much as I would like to capitalize off of the success I could have made with the knowledge I have now, I feel like everything that happened has helped define me. And knowing that some of those moments wouldn't have happened if I had gone in knowing the outcome, I would lose sight of the reasons I define myself the way I do. Many of my worst moments have led to something great, and I would likely take different steps to assure that I don't have to deal with something I hated, which would mean that I never would have discovered theater. I never would have met 2 of my closest friends. And I would still have to take high school pre-calculus. Thanks for watching the Chronicles of Reddit. Like and subscribe for a marvelous life of adventure.